Chapter 1: A Fresh Start. Emma watched the officers lead the handcuffed Barney Clark away. This time he'd be gone for good. She knew that for sure. The sovereign had told her. Between her feet stood a trembling Montgomery. The tiny puppy's tail was tucked tightly between his rear legs. He whimpered at the sight of his master being hauled away. "I think we're finally rid of him," said Fred, Emma's executive admin. Then he glanced at her, and cocked his head to the side. "You're not about to cry, are you?" Emma shook her head. "No. I just wonder how things might have turned out, had he made better decisions. When he wasn't scheming behind my back, he was a good aide. Quite good. We can certainly find you another aide." "I don't need one. I've got you and the rest of the team to help me in my role here at the temple as High Priestess. We made up the aide position just so we could keep tabs on him. I'm more worried about Montgomery. He doesn't understand what just happened, but he knows it was something bad. He's terrified. Just look at him shaking." As Fred glanced at Montgomery, cowering between Emma's feet, she bent down and scooped up the tiny pup. "It's okay, little buddy. I'll take care of you. Don't worry. From the beginning, he's taken a shine to you," Fred said. "So you've got that going for you, but what do you know about taking care of dogs?" "Not much," Emma admitted. "But I know just who can help." She ruffled the fur on Montgomery's head, and he received her affection with delight, his tail wagging for the first time since his master had been carted off. "Let's go visit Auntie Ashley." Fred shook his head. "Auntie Ashley?" Emma giggled. "Maybe I'm more of a dog person than I realized." Emma lowered Montgomery to the ground and turned to go visit the cosmetologist. Montgomery trotted along beside her, his head bobbing with each step. Emma reached the salon and opened the door. Angie, who had helped Emma free the prisoners, sat in the chair with Ashley standing next to her. Startled, they stopped talking and froze. Ashley turned red while Angie's face blanched. They both stared at Emma, unblinking. "Sorry to interrupt," Emma said. "I'll try later." She stepped back, but Ashley stopped her. "No worries. We're done. Just having some girl talk." Emma studied each woman. Angie was almost old enough to be Ashley's grandmother. What would a seasoned nurse have in common with a 19-year-old cosmetologist? Emma waited for Ashley to say more, something the young woman excelled at, but she remained silent. Emma had definitely interrupted something important. Angie stood. "I was just leaving," she said to Emma. Then she turned to Ashley. "We'll talk more later." She gave Ashley a sly wink. Then the amiable nurse left the salon. That's when Ashley noticed Montgomery. "Oh? How exciting." Ashley bounced on her toes as she clapped her hands. "You brought your little friend with you." Ashley bent down to welcome Montgomery, and he bounded up to her. "Would you like a little puppy treat?" "Sure you do. Let me get you something special." She turned and stepped into her storage room, returning with something cupped in her hand. Montgomery smelled it right away. He looked up at her with expectation, his tail thumping on the floor. Ashley held out her hand to him and opened it. Montgomery lunged forward and lapped up his treat. When Ashley looked up, Emma explained. "They arrested Barney this morning, and we're finally rid of him." "About time," Ashley said. "Oops. Shouldn't have said that. Pretend you didn't hear it." "The last thing he said before they hauled him away," Emma said, "was attend to Montgomery. He's all I have left. So I now have a dog to care for. I figured you'd be the best person to help me. Do you have a leash I can borrow?" "Certainly." Ashley ducked into the room and returned with her bag of doggy things. She pulled out a leash and handed it to Emma. She reached back in. "And you'll need these too." "What are they?" "Poop bags, of course." Emma rolled her eyes. "Great." Ashley rummaged through the bag. "Here's a longer leash too. You can keep everything. I won't be needing them." "Why?" Emma asked. "I thought you wanted a dog." I did. But now it doesn't seem so important. When Topher and I get married, we want to start our family right away. A dog won't get much attention if we have a baby to care for. Even though the cosmetologist was 4 years older, Emma viewed Ashley as a peer. The thought of her friend having a baby jarred her. Yet when she and Joshua got married, they might make the same decision. She shuddered at the thought. Ashley pulled out a toy from the bag and squeaked it twice, tossing it into the corner of her shop. That's when Emma noticed the doggy bed still there in the corner. Montgomery bounded toward the squeaky toy, grabbed it in his mouth, and retreated to the bed. He snuggled down, his eyes darting between Emma and Ashley, as if waiting for one of them to say something. "Be sure to keep him hydrated," Ashley said. "If you're thirsty, he probably is too. And make sure he doesn't get overheated. When I'm done working, I'll help you get set up for tonight. I should have everything you need, I know I do. Even dog food." Emma crouched to clip the short leash on Montgomery's collar. When she stood, he darted around her and stood at her right side. Ashley's eyes sparkled. "Looks like someone's been to puppy school. You should check into that. Half of puppy school is training the owner." The weight of being a puppy parent was looming large. So much responsibility. Emma wondered if she was ready for it. Ashley agreed to meet Emma at her room shortly after 5. Emma turned to leave. "Tell him to heel," Ashley called out. "Say it with authority. Heel, Montgomery." The puppy scooted up to Emma and walked along on her right side, his head held high and his tail wagging. Emma held her head high too, a pleased grin plastered on her face. Her phone vibrated. She had a text. It wasn't anyone on her contact list. Puzzled, she read the message aloud, as if Montgomery needed to hear it. "It's time for us to meet. Since you can't drive, I'll come to you. This Thursday at 3 o'clock. p.m. Who in the world is p.m.?